Are you a business owner and you still create the record of your newly generated leads manually? Then this video is just for you. So hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video we're going to learn how to create Notion item for Google Ads lead. So I am an owner of a skincare brand and using Google Ads I promote my business. Here what I want is that as soon as one of the potential customers or clients, a new lead is going to be generated using Google Ads, I want to create the record of that lead details in my Notion database. I want to add the lead details in my Notion database as an item. Now creating this manually can be very time consuming. So what I've done is I've simply automated this entire process with the help of Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing automation and integration software. And here in this automation, I'm going to build a connection between Google Ads and Notion with the help of it. So if you also want to learn about this amazing automation process step by step, for that let me take you to my screen. In this video, we're going to learn how to create Notion item for Google Ads leads. So as an owner of a skincare brand, I use Google Ads to run targeted campaigns that brings in potential customers interested in my skincare products. And I use Notion to organize and track my business orders, including lead management, content planning, and product inventory. By automating this entire process of creating Notion item from every new lead that is generated using Google Ads by my potential customers or clients. This integration not only saves time but also helps me maintain a consistent follow-up process, ultimately boosting my customers' conversion rate. And I'm going to create this amazing automation between Google Ads and Notion with the help of Pabbly Connect. So on the screen, you can see the website of Pabbly Connect, that is pabbly.com/connect. After browsing this website, we need to sign into our Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. So as I'm an existing user, I'm going to sign into my Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you can see the all Pabbly apps window in front of you, in which you can see all the applications of Pabbly, from which we are going to select Pabbly Connect by clicking on this Access Now button right here. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. In order to start an automation process in Pabbly Connect, we need to create a workflow. For that, click on this top right corner button right here that says Create Workflow. A dialog box is then going to appear in front of you, which is asking for the workflow name and for us to select a folder. So for the name of my workflow over here, I'm going to give it as Create Notion Item for Google Ads Lead. So this is the name that I want to give to my workflow. Next, it is asking for us to select a folder. So on the left side of my screen, you can see I have created multiple folders in my Pabbly Connect account, from which I'm going to select a specific folder in which I want to save this workflow in. For that, click on this drop down. These are the folders from which I'm going to select Google Ads Automations as the folder I want to save this workflow in. After giving the name to the workflow and selecting the folder, I'm going to click on this Create button in order to create a workflow. A workflow is created in the name of Create Notion Item for Google Ads Lead, and you can see there are two windows in front of you. One says Trigger, other says Action. So what is Trigger and Action? Trigger and action are the two most important steps of our automation process because our process depends on these two concepts. Over here, trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means what is action? Action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. We are going to set up our trigger step first. And for the trigger application, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as Google Ads. Okay. As with the help of Google Ads, I am capturing the data of the leads that are interested in my skincare brand. I want that as soon as by any of the potential customers or clients, a new lead is going to be generated using Google Ads, automatically the trigger should capture the response of that. And that is why for my trigger application, I have selected it as Google Ads. And for the trigger event, I am going to select as new lead form entry, okay? After selecting the trigger application and the event, you can see that Pabbly Connect has provided us with a webhook URL. Using this webhook URL, we are going to build the connection between Google Ads and Pabbly Connect. For that, I'm going to copy this URL from here. After copying the URL, I'm going to go back to the campaign that I've created using Google Ads. So this is the campaign and this is the lead form with the help of which I am going to capture the data of my leads for my business. We are going to connect this lead form to Pabbly Connect. In order to do that, this is the lead form. I've selected all the fields. After that, if I'm going to scroll down over here, you can see it says lead form delivery option. I'm going to click on it. As I'm going to click on it, you can see it says webhook integration optional. Over here in this webhook integration, this is the URL field. Over here, I'm going to paste the webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us in this field. Okay. I'm going to enter the key it is asking for. I'm going to enter a dummy key right here. Okay. After that, over here,
the campaign that I've created using Google Ads is not live right now. It's just a dummy campaign that I've created. In the similar manner that I've told you right now, you can connect your Google Ads with Pabbly Connect. Okay, you can connect your lead form to Pabbly Connect in the similar manner. But as I'm not running a live campaign, I'm going to send the test data to this webhook URL right here to check whether this webhook URL is successfully working or not. For sending the test data, it says send test data. I'm going to click on this button right here. As I've done that, it says test data sent. So as now the test data is forwarded to this webhook URL, I'm going to open my workflow and scroll down. Over here, you can see that Pabbly Connect has captured the response of the test data being forwarded. Okay. The city comes over here. The string value is Mountain View. You can see the last name is the column. The string value is last name. You can see right away as this is a test data. First name as first name. You can see email as the dummy email. You can see right over here. For the phone number, this is dummy mobile number and all the other details. As the response of the test data of the lead has been captured over here, this means that Google Ads has now been successfully connected to Pabbly Connect. In the similar manner, you have to enter a webhook URL, and as you go to create the lead form right over here, you can save the changes and apply this over here in the campaign that you have created. Okay, this was a dummy campaign, that is why I've sent the test data. After setting up a trigger step, we need to set up our action step. And what I want is, I want to create a Notion item for Google Ads leads. I want to create the record of my lead details in my Notion database as an item. For that, I'm going to set up my action step. And for the action application over here, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to select it as Notion right here. And for the action event, as I want to create the database item, I'm going to select this action event of create database item. Then to connect Notion to Pabbly Connect, click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you on which click on add new connection. After that, it is asking for us to click on connect with Notion. I'm going to click on this button right here. As I'm going to do that over here, it is asking for select a page. So I've created a page over here in the name of new leads details. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this page over here. Okay. After selecting the page, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this allow access button right here. As I've done that, you can see we successfully authorized Notion to Pabbly Connect. After authorizing, it is asking for us to select the database. I have created a database in the name of new leads details. So this is the database. You can see new leads details. Okay. After that, it is asking for the email, phone number, last name, city, first name, and the content. For the data of these fields, what we are going to do is we are going to map the data. Mapping means inserting data from the previous step. So we're going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. How mapping works is that as soon as I'm going to click on this field, you can see this was a previous step. As I'm going to click on it, this is the response of the lead captured in our previous step right here. I want to create the record of this lead right over here. So for the data of this email field, I'm going to select the data of the email of my lead from my previous response. As I've selected the data from my previous response, the data is mapped. And as I map the data has now become dynamic. Now, whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. Similarly, for the phone number, I'm going to map the data of the phone number. For the last name over here, I'm going to map the data of the string value last name right here. Next, it is asking for the city. I'm going to map the data of the city. For the first name over here, I'm going to map the data of the first name right here. After filling in all the required details, I'm going to click on the Save and Send Test Request button. As I've done that, we have received a response, which is a positive response as we have received the ID right here. Now I'm going to open my Notion database that I've created. And yes, you can see right over here, the record of the lead has been created in my database. First name as first name, last name as last name, email as the dummy email, phone number the dummy mobile number, and city as Mountain View. As the record of the lead generated has been created in my Notion database as an item, this means that we successfully created an automation between Google Ads and Notion with the help of Pabbly Connect. So now to sum up what we have done, I'm an owner of a skincare brand and using Google Ads, I promote my business and collect the data of my leads. Here what I've done is that in my trigger, I've selected as Google Ads new lead form entry as whenever by the lead, a new lead is going to be generated using Google Ads. Over here, the trigger is going to capture the response of that. And with the help of the response of the lead, we have created a database item in our Notion account by setting up this action step, in which for the action application, I've selected as Notion and action event as create database item. And with Pabbly Connect, I built the connection between these two applications. So this was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching.
Not just with these applications, you can create automation between multiple other applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. If you have any questions, you can contact us on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can check the queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, then you can check out this link. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment on if you have any questions or doubts, and please share this video.